All right, hey guys. So it is Sunday. I should think about the date before I start the video. It is Sunday, May something 19th. I have to look at my watch. It is Sunday, May 19th, and we are spending family day at Nordic. So that's what we're up to. So I thought I'd vlog today. So I've got my towels cleaned and washed from all of our, we have like 3 different, you know, you guys who follow the vlog know this, 3 different like cleaning rooms, supply rooms, 2 on the 2nd floor, 1 on the 1st floor. And so there's just different colors that go different places and whatnot. But I also have a little list of things that we're gonna do today. So on the list is TVs hung. So we've got, you know, this is sometimes you need pressure, external pressure, right? To make you get things done. I'm not gonna call it procrastinating. I'm just gonna say that sometimes you need some external motivation. So we too need TVs hung in pink, black, and gray. I think actually we're gonna do something different with gray, but we have our recital viewing night on Tuesday. So this is a, I live out in the country, so you're gonna get a view of a tractor here in a second. But this is one of the things that we do annually. We started a few years ago, and it's just a free event. We invite the students to come to the studios and watch the recital together, their recital, right? So we break ours down by age. So we have, well, Denver's all together, our satellite location, and then our preschool, Cedar Falls Preschool, Cedar Falls Kinder, we're all in a show together. So then they're invited to come at a certain time on Tuesday to a certain studio and watch their recital. And so it's just kind of an exciting time to make sure that those kids get to do that, right? Like some parents maybe don't take the time to download the video and all that, I get it. Or, you know, maybe they do, but they just watch their own, right? It's kind of fun to sit and watch everybody's, and it's fun to do it together. And so we found this is just a fun thing that we can do and provide as a free event. Yes, it costs us money because we have all of our staff there, but, you know, it's still relatively a cheap event and for us to put on. So we're able to do it more as a retention event for free. So that's happening on Tuesday. It is Sunday, so that means TVs need up in the studios. We have 2 TVs that are new, and they have like their feet still, you know, knowing where those are, and we've been using those to get us through. And it's just like this event pushes us to, we have to have 3 working studios with TVs at the same time. So TVs, number 1. There are still some ceiling tile spots. I noticed a new one the other day when I was in the building on the 1st floor that we've either totally missed or it leaked. So anyway, we're going to try to replace that one at least. And then office cabinets. So we did put one together in one office, and that's it. We have multiple other offices that need these cabinets, especially the business manager office. We're transitioning. We have a new business manager, and obviously just transitioning seasons and trying to get settled. I really, really need those cabinets in her office to be put together so that we can utilize them. And so anyway, that's kind of our list. Now, classes start at 4:30 today, so we do need to try to kind of be in there for the morning and afternoon and then get out, or at least stop. We can't be in the studios. We can't be like power tools and all that kind of stuff, right? And my parents are gone right now, so unfortunately that means we don't really have our normal free daycare that we have sometimes for the kids on the weekends. And so we have the kids with us the entire day. So we're not gonna be able to stay as late, or they're not gonna be able to stay as late as normal. I will stay. I've got a meeting at 8:15 anyway, so I will be staying, but the boys are already there. They're at Nordic. They're starting to get supplies and finding TVs and things like that. And then, yeah, and then I've got the videos, the edited copies of the videos are done. So, and I have them now my part in this is I just have to upload them to a website so that our families have access to them, right? So I've got like a hard drive with these videos edited on there, and now I have to take it to the next step. So that takes time. If anybody's ever uploaded, you know, longer videos to the internet, it takes some time. So we've got amazing internet through CFU in Cedar Falls. And so like top notch, like Obama came to talk about how it was like the best in the country. So instead of doing it here out in the country and taking even longer to upload, I'm going to upload there in town, and it will be a little bit faster. And I can go in the office, start and upload, and then go help and do other things, and then kind of set a timer and come back and forth. So that's what our day is going to look like. We're going to take you along for the ride. I'll see you over at Nordic soon. All right, we got to Nordic. Josh got one of the ceiling tiles fixed, the one that was in the waiting room. I just don't know if that has been there the whole time and somehow we missed it. I don't know, but I got Bear with me. No, not that one. We've got our clean towels that we're putting in our different rooms. And let's check on the TV situation too. What did you guys get done with the TVs?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. That really nothing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to put our towels away and check on the TVs. And yeah. Oh, go look at the sink too. Josh said so. The leak that we saw in the waiting room, obviously first floor, you gotta wonder, okay, where's that coming from? A sprinkler, a sink, bathroom, right, possibly? And he said that he's pretty sure it was from a sink in the preschool room. So we're gonna go take a look at that as well after we drop off our towels. Okay, so in the preschool room, checking out, yes, the preschool room. It's not at all put together yet, but summer project, we're getting there. We got to make some decisions about the preschool as well. And remember, I had somebody ask me about this the other day, I can't remember who it was, but the preschool is a supplementary preschool program. So it will be like to supplement, most of our kids here that are in preschool aren't getting great arts education as part of their preschool, right? They're not getting a lot of movement, exercise, dance, drama, yoga, that kind of stuff. And so that's what this is. It's a program. We've got to make some big decisions about this program moving forward. So I'm not exactly 100% sure where my mind is with that. But anyway, this is the room we have designated for it. It's just sitting here, so yes, it makes sense to get it going. But anyway, that's another story. So taking a look under these sinks is very interesting. Remember that this was used as a medical lab, and this was a university. So you can see things like, right?
Like these that are fun to touch.
Yeah, just leave them alone. But anyway, and then, you know, gloves, respiratory stuff, wound care. So we know that it definitely was used as a medical training facility, right? So the first sink is our handicap accessible sink. As you guys know, this building's all handicap accessible. The light switches are very low, the elevator, all the things. So has to have that. So we can't see underneath there, right? But we're not seeing any water issues. It doesn't appear to be there. Now, under the second sink, sink number 2, something was happening here that they knew about, right? Because they put this little rag down. I'm not sure. The red is either the red from the rag or I don't know. But definitely, hi Brooks! Say hey. Definitely something was happening here and they knew about it. I also think it's interesting they have plugins under each one of these sinks. I don't know what that was for. Okay, and then sink number 3 has something happening here that we don't know what this is. The heck is that? I don't know. I'm not into medical stuff at all, so I have no idea. My guess would be like I don't know, like a cleaner or some sort of liquid that they used. Don't lean on that. And it spilled, you know, they had like a bottle sitting on this little ledge and it spilled, right? That would be my guess. It's pretty, you know, kind of gross looking when you look at it like that. But it's all dried up. It doesn't appear that there's any water leakage from here other than, you know, whatever that is. But definitely not water. So anyway, I guess we'd assume that maybe that's what it was. I don't know. And that it is taken care of, hopefully. Brooks is living his best life. Brooks is always living his best life, aren't you, bud? Bear, are you living your best life?
No.
No. He doesn't really want to be here. So, there's that. But yeah, so anyway, yes. We're going to assume that the leak, I don't know, Barrett said that Josh didn't have him run this middle sink though, which is funny because I think this is the one that appears to have problems. So let's turn it on. Let's see what happens. Whoa. It's a little spray-y.
Yeah, that's what it was like on that.
Huh, okay. So let's watch down below. Do you see anything leaking, Barrett?
No. All I can feel is stuff splashing out of there.
I mean, it is a little bit of an aggressive, and I barely have it turned on. We'll need to clean those faucets, I think, huh?
Mommy,
You don't see anything yet, Bear?
Mommy,
Yep.
you know Daddy's right on the deal and like really go up on the roofs?
Mm-hmm, across the hall.
Yeah, and building something in there.
He's building something in there?
Doing something.
Oh, doing something in there? Okay. Oh, he's probably taking a look at the HVAC stuff, I bet. So, we're not seeing anything, huh, Barrett? Interesting. I would feel like this was maybe where it was coming from just because of the way this looks. What do you see?
No.
Oh.
That's just when that's right.
But you can see that something was dripping, it looks like from here to there, right? But we're not seeing anything now. But that's also the hot water side. So hold on, let's turn that off. Oop. It's crazy. Turn the hot water on and see what happens.
I said it was flashing on in the machine, and I told Daddy to come and look at it, and then said okay.
Okay. He'll be here in a minute. Okay.
Which water are you running?
I'm running the hot on the left side
Okay.
because it looks like that's where it was leaking anyway, right? Was the left. So, still not seeing anything though, huh? Very interesting. Remember that the upstairs here was vacant, fully vacant. Most of the building was vacant for about 3 years before we,
Give me.
means nobody was here.
Oh,
It was empty.
so it was abandoned for 3 years, basically?
Kind of. I mean, abandoned would be like nobody's taking care of it at all when something's abandoned. This building was still cared for. Somebody mowed it and somebody came and walked through and, you know, kind of kept an eye on it. So it wasn't fully abandoned, but it was vacant. There weren't people here every day or even probably every week, you know, checking things, using things. Yeah, there was just like one little business downstairs in the corner that was in here. So most of the building, like these sinks for sure, have just sat here and not really been touched or had anything done with them for 3 years. Now going on 4, because we've owned the building for 4 years. Or I mean, not 4 years. We've owned the building for 1. And so take that back, you know, this room has been pretty much sitting here vacant. This room, right? So this room has not had a lot of people in it or use for about 4 years now. So, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything. Barrett, you can go ahead and turn that hot off and grab a rag out of that box right there to your right. See the big rag box right here? And then we're gonna wipe off. It did splash. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but there's little splash marks on the cabinet there. You can go check on Dad again. We're so thankful to have him here. Such a great helper. All right, anyway, so we'll keep you posted as we move throughout the day, but that's okay, buddy. That's kind of what our day is going to be, is just all the little things here and there, mainly focusing on those TVs, and then of course other little things as they come up.
Mom,
Yep.
they're turning the air on in waiting room.
Okay, we can go check on Dad too. Bear, you keep working on that. Let's go check on Dad. Sure, buddy, that'd be great. So another random thing, and not on the list, this is how we get ourselves in trouble, because there's just so many things to do. But if you remember seeing this room before, this is kind of HVAC corner here, along with, there's other stuff in here too. Transformer, roof access, all the fun things. But you guys have heard me talk about this a little bit recently. Something's not right with HVAC. It's warmer in the building than it should be. It's not ridiculously warm. And all the studios have their own thermostats now, so that's just fine. And those are working great. Oh, there he goes. He's quick up that ladder. He was just over here. And then all of a sudden he's up there. Anyway, so these are very out of date. Don't ask. This was here. These are very out of date as far as they're 20 years old. So technology. So it's a work in progress. As you can see, like some of these units are getting worked on. These two specifically have been recently worked on, and that's why they're opened up like this. So we're trying. I promise we're trying, and it's a whole thing. But anyway, so there's definitely, we know there's some larger issues, let's say, with a few units, and we know that, and those are being taken care of and watched and worked on. However, there's also some other units that don't appear to be doing what we want them to do. Now, that could be because of a few different things. Perhaps we don't have it set right, because this is kind of an old, very finicky kind of system. And anybody who knows anything about HVAC knows that Trane is its own thing. So like, there's a lot of HVAC people who won't even touch Trane. Like, we've had people come in here and they're like, yep, nope, it's Trane. We don't do Trane. It's totally different than everything else. So you either know Trane or you don't. And so it's not something that just every HVAC person can be a part of, unfortunately. So anyway, we are obviously not HVAC people, and even some of the HVAC people won't touch Trane. So it's an interesting situation for us to try to figure out. So could it be that we just don't have it set right? Absolutely, 100%, that could be the issue. Could it be that we have it set right and the unit's fine, but there's a sensor somewhere the sensor isn't picking up the correct temperature to communicate and tell the HVAC unit to turn on? That certainly could be. Or some part or sensor or technology part along that communication route could need to be replaced. So there's two possibilities. The third possibility is the most expensive. That there's actually something wrong with the unit, right? That this is fine, and we actually do have it set accurately, and the communication is fine, and the sensors are fine, and it's telling the HVAC unit to pick on, and the HVAC unit isn't working properly. Those are the three options I see. Oh, hi. What'd you find up there?
I need a drill and the vent case. It's on the cart in black.
What do you think our problem is?
V3 is not running, and it should be right now.
Okay, so we have a unit that somehow isn't, it's either not being communicated with properly or the unit itself.
Hard to say.
Okay, hold on. All right.
Probably, I don't know. It's
All right.
a fuse inside the unit maybe, or...
Hopefully it's something little. All right, well, I'll go get you your tools. All right, Barrett's found the cart. We will bring the cart to Dad so that he can take a look at these HVAC units. Brooks just looks like he's having a seizure.
Why?
Brooks was being funny. Oh, yep, we're being careful. We got a pop on there. All of Dad's important things. Tools and some caffeine. All right, so we're going to see what Josh finds out here with this HVAC unit. Hopefully nothing major. Gosh, HVAC has been a whole thing for us, and we knew it. Yeah, you can go in. And we knew it, so, all right. So smart. Oh, hold on. Okay, you're good. So he had Barrett load up his bucket here. He got a rope and a bucket. Very smart. Okay, now I have to go down to my office.
Can I come? Yes, me too.
Yep. And we got to push a couple buttons on these old little, no, they're not really thermostats. I don't know what they're called in the HVAC world, but a lot of schools and stuff will have them. When I taught first grade, we had them too. They're just these little, I don't know what to call them, little things I'll show you here in a second that you push like on or off to kind of open the dampers in a certain room. And I have been pushing those and nothing's happening. But when I push it, I'm kind of like, I don't know. It feels like nothing's happening. Like, you'll see. It's not real official. Let's put it that way. You push this little button and you're like, I'm pretty sure this is just here for the looks, you know? All right, so here's what we're talking about. And what does it say? On, cancel. So he said, push the on, go push the on button over there. There's 2 in these offices because they were separate offices. Okay, let's go to my office. Don't trip on. Oh, you want to push them, Brooks? Okay. Don't trip on anything in the messy hall. Me and Brittany are going to get that figured out this summer, along with all of the storage and stuff. All right, Brooks. The top. Yep. Oop. Did you push it? Okay, go push the other one. There's one over by the other door that we don't use. But like, see what I mean? Like you push it and it's just, it doesn't even feel like anything happens. Perfect. Like, there's no response, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Hi. So, back up we go. We'll see what this means. So that means that one of the units isn't running. I don't know, I gotta talk to Josh more to see if is this a new unit? Is this an old unit that we knew needed repairs? Did it have repairs and just isn't working? There's 13, yeah, I think it's 13 is the magic number of units on the roof. And we've just been around and around about, let's keep moving,
Can I get something?
just about running you over, around and around about which units are what and go to where, and we're using the same company that has always worked on this building, or the majority of the time has worked on this building, and was the company who worked on it most recently. I don't know. Mel just seems to be very confused, and I don't do confused well. It's not me, like I don't know. I'm more of like, okay, let's figure it out. Let's solve it. Let's get an answer. And a year later, we are still confused. So, yeah, we'll see what he says. He's up there. I'm not going up there.
I want to.
Nope.
Oh, man.
Because, here's why. It's fairly safe up there. It's huge, right? It's just that we've noticed the roof's leaking in some places. the more we walk on it, the more we could disrupt that rubber up there. So I don't want to walk on it if we don't have to. But sometimes, like Dad right now, he has to. It's the only way we can get to the HVAC units. But if we don't have to, we don't need to be up there walking around. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll check back with Dad in a minute. They're hungry. It's about lunchtime. We'll figure out something for lunch.
Okay.
Yeah? All right. Show them your Hot Wheel moves.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We've decided these hallways are pretty good for Hot Wheels.
Here's mine.
Oh, that one's upside down, but it went all the way down there, didn't it? Try not to hit the doors or the elevator and stuff, okay? Because that will probably chip the black paint. They're having a good time, though. All right. Perfect. Big long hallway is perfect for Hot Wheels cars. Great. All right, so until one like flies off and hits me in the head right now. So 2 things. One, I've been here for a little bit now, and I have not even started uploading one of my videos yet. For those of you who know, we had 7 recitals. So I have 7 different recital videos that need to get uploaded. So I'm gonna head to my office quick and get those going because it's just silly to not have them uploading as I'm doing other things because it takes time. Oh, and update on the HVAC unit. So Josh said if he's up there and he pushes this override button, that he's actually able to override and turn the unit on. It's not turning on its own for some reason. So to me, I think that's a good thing. That means that here, I'm gonna set you here because I gotta get this video going. But to me, that means that the unit itself is actually working, right? And so I think that's good. I mean, I think that sounds like a cheaper option. It's probably a sensor of some sort, something in the communication that is not having or allowing the unit to know that it needs to kick on somehow, right? To me, that sounds a lot cheaper than a total huge, whatever they are, 15-ton HVAC unit that isn't working at all. So, all right, hard drive. So, I have the Pix hard drive in right now. So we get these, it's like, that's like good, but it's just a little bit low. We get these hard drives from the photographers once, you know, everything's like edited and stuff, then our pictures and our videos live on these hard drives, along with like digital storage as well. So I need to eject the picture hard drive, okay, and plug in the bigger one, the video hard drive, okay, and open the hard drive up here when it recognizes it in a second. There it is. 2024 edited video. All right, we are just gonna start with, why are these not in order? I don't know. Okay, I like them in order, so I'm gonna move them around here. So we had our Denver show was our first one at 9 a.m. and then we had our preschool show, and then we had our kinder show, and then we had our lower show, and then our mid show, and then our middle school, high school show, and then our teams show. Okay, so each one of these now, my job is to upload them to however we want to share them with our families. So we will use Vimeo to do that. So I'll get these uploaded to Vimeo. So each one takes quite a while. I don't know here how long it will take, and each video is a different length. So one might take 30 minutes, one might take 45 minutes, one might take an hour and a half to upload, kind of depending on internet at the given time and the length of the video. But the point being, I need to get one of these started so that we're doing two things at once instead of being here for an hour already and not having anything started. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And the boys are hungry, so I'm gonna order some pizza for them as well. And yeah, then we're on to the TVs. All right. Okay, upload is started. It's been going just for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, and we're at 5%. So 5% uploaded. Yeah. So if that's the case, it's gonna take, you know, about a minute per percent. Well, that can't be true because I'm gonna go up and talk to the boys quick, but that can't be true because each video is a different length. So 1% of a video that is 2 hours long is going to be different than 1% of a video that's 45 minutes long. So I guess it's hard to know how long they're going to take, but they're not fast. Let's put it that way. They're not fast. All right, so the boys want me to order a pizza, so I'm going to do that. And then Josh needs me to tell him where the TV is going to go in black so that he can, you know, drill big holes in the wall in the correct space. So I'm gonna do that quick, and then I'll go check on my video again. Maybe it will move a little faster. We'll see. I hear the boys. All right, let's check on black. Okay, I'm gonna unlock this, and then I'm gonna check on black. Apparently this has turned into a wrestling room.
Yeah.
Not a dance studio. Oh, they're boys. They're boys. Guys, chill. Oh my gosh. Somebody's gonna get hurt though. Chill out. So, the university that was here before us did have a couple spaces throughout that they had TVs up, or something. Maybe they weren't TVs, I don't know. Something was up there because they had some different connections and a plug-in there as well. So that is not always going to be the case that that's where we have to put the TV. We certainly could move it if we could, but in black, it honestly is the best place for it to be. With all the, we're not going to put it on this wall with all the windows. That would just look silly, right? There's really not room for it to go. This is a pretty big TV. It's like a 70-inch TV. There's not room for it to go above the teacher area there. And I don't believe I want it over here simply because this is a pretty short wall to start with, and I'd like to be able to put some decor on that wall. So if we put a huge TV over there, then we've kind of just left that whole wall, you know, as a TV and teacher area, and we have no fun stuff on there. So I think in this room, the place, Barrett, listen to Dad. Come on, okay, Mimi, go then. Go get a screwdriver. No. Okay. So I think this is gonna actually just make the most sense. Put the TV over here, and then we still have some room to do some artwork or some, you know, banners that the kids have won at comps, those types of things. We'll still have room to do some of that here versus on that other wall. And then obviously, by process of elimination, you can't put it on the mirror wall anywhere. You can't, it's not gonna fit there. And I really don't want to put it on the window wall either. So by process of elimination, actually pretty easy, it's going over there. And then, hey, we don't have to worry about electrical outlets and stuff that's already there. Now, the other studios, I don't know if it's going to be that easy. My shoes are in the way. We need one in gray and one in pink. So I'm going to go take a look right now and see where we want those to be. And then I need to order the kids a pizza. They're going to start to get hangry. All right, guys, you know what? Honestly, I think this is going to be pretty easy. Nothing is usually this easy, so I'm gonna go with it and roll with it. As we look around pink, again, I don't really want to put it on this window wall with the logo and the centered, and honestly, I don't think it'd fit anyway. It might fit here above the teacher table, but we also wanted to put that core value poster that you see sitting down there, we wanted to put those above every teacher table. So I don't think that's where I want it. Plus, that definitely would throw off the aesthetic that we have happening here on this wall. It could potentially go on this wall. I mean, that maybe could be an option, kind of like the opposite of what we're doing in black right now, right? The TV could go down there, and then we could have room here, the TV could go here. But as you look around, it can't go right there because that's our star area. Right there is where they have the plugs already and the plywood. And honestly, that's not an awful place for it. So I think we're gonna keep it simple and just put the TV right there. This wall, it's a window wall. This is actually one of my favorite studios because you have the windows, you have a lot of windows all around you, which I think is kind of fun. But you've already got sort of a weird aesthetic here where the windows are the focus, and then there's just stuff in between, right? We've got, this is already taken up by something. So it would make sense that this is taken up by something as well. And then we're leaving this wall to be more of a focal point, you know, a place for pictures. The kids dance facing where I'm standing right now. And so, you know, as a teacher, let's say you're taking a picture of your class in their ending pose or even just in the middle of their dance, you're gonna take it something like here. So I don't think we wanna just start throwing a random TV somewhere, even there. I think it's gonna make most sense here. So that actually super easy because we already have the plugins there. So let's look at gray quick and make a decision about gray. I know gray has some plugs in it already, the outlets. I just don't know if that's where I want a TV yet or not. These kids are great. Can you hear them? This is why they're usually not here. They're usually at Grandma and Grandpa's being wild and crazy. Okay. Oh. Shoot. Okay, here we go. Let's look at gray. All right, so it can't go right here because that's where all the stars go. Black doesn't have stars in the room. Black stars are out in the hallway, if you notice that. All the studios have stars. Blacks are just out in the hallway. So the plug is right here. I'm not putting a TV right there for two reasons. One, that's gonna look really stupid with that logo. Right now, this stuff kind of blends in-ish. It's kind of, you know, it's white and more or less blends in if you're taking a picture of kids in front of this. Now, I will say we do need to adjust this a little bit because I don't like this tumble track being right here. Again, blocking the logo, that's a silly spot for that. We probably need to put the tumble track over here and have more of the, you know, the ballet bars maybe can go somewhere else. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I'm not putting a TV there, so yeah, we'll have to find another spot for this TV. Potentially here, the problem with that is, you can see where that door stop is. That door is gonna open, if the door's open, or when you open the door, that door opens. So you don't actually have what you're seeing here as a full area to work. You've only, you know, take 3 foot in, and that's what you have to work with. Possibly it could go there. Possibly it could go back here. There's a lot of open space right there too. Again, almost too much open space as where that's gonna look kind of funky to have a TV there, and then what do you do for artwork? I mean, it also could go over here. So we have a lot of options in gray. Unfortunately, none of them are where the outlet already lives. However, that's not that big of a deal. As you can see, in different areas, there are quite a few outlets around. we can always run the cord just up the wall. Sometimes we've painted the cord white, you know, that kind of thing to blend it in. I mean, we definitely can be creative like that if we had to. There's an outlet there. There's also an outlet over there if we wanted to go up there. So we got options, but they're not exactly where we want them. But anyway, for now, we don't actually have a TV for Gray, so that's not getting done today anyway. So it doesn't matter, but I wanted to kind of have a plan. All right, okay, so they need me. I'm gonna go help. And we gotta get a pizza ordered. All right, the time has gotten away from us and the kids are starving now. So we, Barrett and I are gonna run over to Culver's, get some lunch quick, bring it back. That's gonna be faster at this point than ordering a pizza. I know Bear wanted a pizza, but unfortunately that would take a little bit of time to get that ordered and have it actually delivered. So we are just gonna run to Culver's quick and get some food in these kiddos. And then we'll be back for a quick little lunchtime and back to work. Like I said, kids are in the studio at 4:30. It is now just shy of 1 o'clock. So we are always pushing the limits on our time, but we'll get it done. All right, so it's a half an hour later and we are headed back to the building with our Culver's. Oh, you gotta love town on the weekends, right? It's just fun, busy, people everywhere. Anyway, so it's about 1:30 right now, 1:28. We are going to get back to the building. We'll have our Culver's, and then we will try to get these TVs wrapped up as much as possible before students are in the studios at 4:30. So, like I said, always up against a time crunch, but gotta eat, especially when we have the kids with us. Gotta make sure that we stop to eat. So, yep, we're gonna do that quick and then back at it. I just have to laugh. There's so much space in this building. So Bear and I walked in from the tenant entrance and, you know, we had our hands full with all the food, and so we're like, where should we eat? What's the closest place to set this down? And we're in, we have our random table from the old staff lounge at university in the, what was the messy room, which is available to rent, but just has not gotten rented yet. So yeah, we're gonna enjoy lunch in here today. So it just makes me laugh. There's so many spaces to be in this building for sure. So we're gonna enjoy the space today. Hopefully it's rented soon and we can no longer enjoy it. That's the hope. How's your lunch?
Good.
Good. Were you starving?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so hungry. Barrett, how's your lunch?
Great.
Great. Were you starving?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the adult meal, didn't you now? Moving up in the world. He's been eating a ton. Growing boy. So he needed the 4-piece chicken strip. Yeah?
You want my pink smoothie?
Pink smoothie. The watermelon cooler. Daddy, how's your meal? I'm going to go check on the video because, you know, 1 out of 7 has gotten started. So I'm going to check in, see where we're at with the progress on that. And then hopefully maybe it'll be done. I can start a new one, uploading, and just kind of keep them rolling. So we'll see. Yeah, Josh said he got the Black Studio TV completely up and working. So that's good. Brooks was watching TV on it. So yeah, all right, let's check. Moment of truth. What's it gonna be? I gotta log in first, hold on. It says optimizing. Optimizing, okay. Not exactly sure. Oh, complete. Okay. So 1 out of 7 is uploaded, and it's 1:45 p.m. I really didn't want to have to do this yesterday. That's why I was trying to get it done over the weekend. Sorry. We really don't want to have to do this tomorrow. That's why I was hoping to get it done yesterday and today over the weekend. Just because it's one more thing, like one more ball in the air as I'm trying to get work done in the office. And I have a ton of stuff on my to-do list tomorrow, with it being Monday. So I really wanted to get this done. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not yet 2 o'clock. I'm here till 9 o'clock tonight. Hopefully I can get them all uploaded by tonight so that I don't have to worry about them tomorrow. So, all right, 1 out of 7 is done. I'm gonna get the next one started. All right, next one is up and going, and it's actually going a lot faster. We're at 23% uploading already, so that's good. This is a shorter recital than that first one I did, so I do think you know, it's gonna change. So hopefully they'll go even faster. So, all right, now let's go back and check on the boys and make sure they get all their food and their tummies full, and then we can get back to work on these TVs and getting them up. But it's about 2 o'clock, I think. Yep, 10 to 2. So we should be able to get these done. Let's see how their lunch is coming. Aw, hug from Mom? Thank you. Are you full?
Yeah.
Yeah? How many of those chicken strips did you eat?
Most of them.
Most of them? Yeah? Smells like Culver's in here. Good job, buddy. Does Brooks want it?
No.
No?
I'm gonna come back and eat bits and pieces. I like.
Oh, well, okay. We can probably leave it sit for a little bit. All right, you guys getting your tummies full, huh? Awesome. Okay, so we got to get, this is the next TV. Now we don't know where the mount is. Well, that's fun. Okay. Gotta be here somewhere. Gotta be here somewhere, hopefully. All right, we'll let Josh find that. Maybe in your office? With random stuff, yeah, of yours. What the heck are you doing? You're so silly. I mean, maybe. You're like a little gremlin or something.
No, it's a Tasmanian devil.
You're a Tasmanian devil? Oh my gosh, silly boys. All right, so this TV is going up to pink. Pretty easy because it's going to go right where they had something mounted as well. So there's already a board, there's already an outlet. So this one will be easy as well. This is the old one from Studio 3. So, yeah, the one that's in black right now is the one that was in pink before. And then that one was from Studio 3. Yeah, remember it was over there, kind of in the teacher music corner, right over there in that corner. It had like a desk below it with a bunch of cords, and the whiteboards were there and random stuff. Yeah. Yep. And then the smaller TV that was in green is used in the toddler area. So that's why I wasn't sure where that was, because we were using it. So yeah, we'll have to buy a new one for gray yet. But plenty of TVs. How many TVs do we own?
Like
here?
all together?
Well, in this building.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, there's 5 in the waiting room.
3.
Well, already more than 3, because there's 5 in the waiting room. With
Yeah, we started this 3. We started
with 3?
Uh-huh.
Well, we probably started with 1. Yeah, Mom started with 1. I just had 1 in the
and then you buy
studio. 2. Yep. So we've got 5. And then 1 in the conference room. It's not there yet, but it will be. Conference room and the staff lounge. That's 7. And then...
And 1 in my bedroom.
The 2, well, yeah, we're not counting the ones at home. So 7, and then the 2 that we just put up today, 8, 9. I need to put one in my office. 10.
And then one in gray.
And one in gray. 11. There'll probably be one in the preschool too. 12. Well, maybe not. They could just use a studio to watch something if they needed to too. So 11-ish. Not terrible.
That's still a lot of TVs.
Still a lot of TVs. Yeah.
More than we have in our house.
Well, yeah, obviously. Yep. So we'll get these done, and we'll be, this is good. We'll be ready for the recital viewing night on Tuesday. All right. Have these guys finish up their lunches. I just had to turn the camera back on for a second. They're both
Hey, Bobo.
getting the last little bit out of their Brooks.
I still have a lot left. I'm just going.
Out of their coolers here, and it was very noisy. A surround sound.
Hey.
All right, you are just being silly at this point. Okay, you're goofy. All right, so we gotta finish up here, dudes. Gotta go help Dad. Yeah?
I know.
I know, he says.
I've been not helping Dad.
You've been not helping Dad. That doesn't surprise me. Well, we do have to go help him, though. Get these TVs done. Okay? Because there's other stuff we need to do today, too, hopefully.
Like
Yeah? Put cabinets together in the new business manager's office. And, well, that's what Molly was doing, but now Brittany is. Yeah. So it was Molly's office, now it's Brittany's office.
Oh.
Yeah. And so we need to get cabinets in there, because there's a bunch of stuff that just needs to get put away in there. And then there might be some more ceiling tiles that would be good to replace as well. Yeah?
Like that one?
All right. Well, yeah, there's definitely some in here, but
And that one?
we're not really worried about this space until someone rents it, because they might do something totally different with it. They might take the ceiling tiles out. They might paint them all black. Who knows? That's their call. They can do what they want with it. Yeah? So we're not really concerned about that right now.
No, we are not renting it to somebody.
Yes, we are.
Keeping it.
No, we are renting it to somebody,
Well,
hopefully
technically-
sooner than later.
Mom would technically keep it.
Well, it's still, that's kind of how being a landlord works. It's like technically you own it, but like, and you're in charge of it overall, but you've rented the space to someone else. So it's kind of like when we were on university. We rented a space, right? On the inside of that space, we were in charge of most of that space, right? So we were in charge of painting and the flooring and all that. But the outside of the building, we were not in charge of at all. And like the big things like HVAC and the heat and the air and all that, we weren't in charge of. So that's pretty typical. All right, so we're gonna keep finishing up here. All right, quick update. So Pink is getting its TV here, getting there. The mount is up. Josh is hung on it to make sure that it won't go anywhere, because we couldn't use the actual wood piece because obviously it would hang over the window then. So we had to put it over here. So the outlet's still there, which is nice. We're gonna lift the TV up there in a minute. So checking on the boys. They're trying out the new Black Studio TV. Working good? Yeah? So they're kind of hanging out watching one of their YouTube people that they watch. Brooks. Okay, that's enough. Yeah. So cleaned up, vacuumed and wiped down the floor and all that from, of course, the sheetrock dust, of course, from drilling holes in the wall. That happens. So Black should be ready to dance in tonight. And then Pink, normally we use this door to go into Pink, but right now we're using this one. Pink, same thing, we did clean up already. So it's all cleaned up underneath there. Literally just have to connect the TV. So when Josh comes back with, he was going to get something, I don't know. So whatever other part we need here. This looks dangerous. Oh Oh my. All right, well, we got the TV up here. It's a little off center just because of where the studs are in the wall. Obviously, we want it hanging into studs. And so, but it's not the end of the world. It's so funny. These are 70 and 65-inch TVs. And it's so funny when you, like, these rooms are so large that it really doesn't look that big in the grand scheme of the room. But yeah, it is. It is, that one's the 65 and 70 in black. But anyway, so we're gonna get picked up here. Hanging that did take a little longer than I thought. It's 3:18. So we'll see if we can maybe get started on one of these cabinets quick. Maybe it'll go faster if I help him. So we're gonna get the boys to pick up. I wonder what they've got happening in the black studio. Let's adjust this. We don't need that to be super cool in here for any reason. Are you done in pink? Or no, you got your cart in there still, don't you? That's right. Oh, door stoppers. There we go. All right, let's check and see what these two yahoos. All right, hey, come pick up. Oh my, not bad, but all right. We'll get the TV turned off, get that stuff. Two goofies, and we'll just kind of pick up after ourselves as we head. Looks like we got a little mess. Do not run into things. A little mess over there that we will clean up and take this down and kind of head downstairs with our stuff, see if we have time to put together maybe one of those cabinets. This is how we ride in the elevator. How are you going to get out?
We're just going to drive right out.
You're just going to drive right out?
Yeah.
Okay. Dad's going to drive his cart out.
Cart and look for cars.
Oh my, don't hit the black paint. Well, they made it. Surprisingly. And he's got a suitcase full of Hot Wheels cars. Oh my gosh. Alright, we got a couple more things in the elevator we gotta get out. And then we'll see if we can do a cabinet. We'll see. Alright, and then you have things like this that should be systemized that aren't. Checking the outdoor garbages and going, oh no, they're really full. Because no one right now is really, that's not anybody's job. We've attempted to have it be somebody's job, it just hasn't worked out. And then we change things and who's working and seasons, and we're in between seasons and all the things. So anywho, some of this stuff that we end up doing should be more systemized and will be more systemized. But yeah, we just realized those are full. We have an event actually tonight for our comp families that includes a little surprise food truck situation happening in the parking lot. And so yeah, we needed to make sure that these were empty, and I checked them and I'm like, oh yeah, they're pretty full. The front one was empty, so one of my staff members randomly did it without being told, which is awesome. And then this one on this side was pretty full. So anyway, those little things will continue to get more and more systemized. I think here within the next realistically 3 months, we should not be having to do these things as well as hanging TVs and deciding where things go and those new things. You know, that's really our part of the puzzle. And then these things can get systemized, and every week or every 2 times a week or whatever it is, somebody checks on those. So anyway, I'm guessing these guys are probably going to head out here soon. I don't think we're going to get any cabinets done today, but we'll see. We'll see what Josh says. Okay, you're a firefighter?
Yeah.
Josh, what do you think about cabinets? No?
That's my
Probably
fire
not.
hose.
That's your fire hose?
Uh-huh.
Very cool. Can you tell them bye?
Bye-bye. Bye.
Say bye, Bear.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, spraying us with water. You're so silly. Okay, so we're gonna walk the building, make sure they have all their toys and stuff from the day. They did pretty good for having a whole day here. I'm pretty proud of them. So we're gonna get them packed up, send them on their way, And I will stay for classes and things and a meeting later tonight. So yeah, fun stuff. Like I said, starting to get a little tired of the working 7 days a week kind of thing, but at some point it's a season of life. I like to think of it like a child. I don't know if I explained this to you guys or not. I think of it like a kid. I very much care for my business and love my business. So in that way, it is like a child. And when you first start a business, it's just like having an infant. It takes a lot of attention, just like a newborn baby. And then as the baby gets a little bit older, you can kind of start to, you send it to school for a while and other people take care of it. And you maybe send it to daycare, whatever it is, right? You just kind of stair-step to that point where they are responsible for themselves, right? And only need you for really big, major life things when they become an adult. A business is a lot like that. And what happened here is we've done that growth, and the business was like a teenager, and and then what happened is it's like the kid got in a car accident or something, and all of a sudden, as a mom, you need to step in, and you're like helping with everything. You're helping them bathe again, right? You're helping take care of them again, just like you did when they were a baby, feeding them, cooking food for them, right? It's short-lived though, because they really are a teenager, and as soon as they get over that hump, you're going to get back into normal life. That's really the stage that we're in right now. So once we get this child nursed back to health, we'll be we'll be back to the point where it is a teenager again, and it really can take care of itself in a lot of ways, and only need us for some things. So, all right, say bye. All right, bye guys.
Wait, I want to be on it.
All right, so I already said bye to you guys, but Carly brought it up. She said, is this going on the vlog? And I said, okay, fine, we can put it on the vlog, but you have to be on the video too. So here they are. So what are we doing tonight?
Kona ice.
Yeah, we have a little surprise, fun. It's actually a treat. Did you guys know this is a treat on the competition in Inferno?
Yeah.
They sent us back some money. Yes, because they had not a great venue.
Yeah.
For us, and so we are using it to just kind of have a fun little night. All right, Carly. Thanks to Carly, this got on the check it out and see what's happening. It is sprinkling. They're giggling. It is sprinkling just a little bit. Kind of some ominous clouds over there, but not too bad, and it looks like we're just gonna get a little sprinkles. So all of our comp team kiddos and families are having a little treat on one of our comp companies that yeah, interesting situation. The comp booked a venue that was really too small, and they didn't notice, I guess, or didn't know. So when we all got there, there was a lot of adjusting that had to be done. And so they actually sent us back some money to apologize, and so we wanted to do something fun for our kids. So, yeah, if you ever wonder why, we do what we do, this is why we do what we do, right? All right, bye-bye. Okay, well, we thought the vlog was done, but you've got to see this. It is hailing. We brought the Kona. It is literally hailing. So our party got cut a little short. I think a lot of people left. We still got some of the older kids hanging out here.
They're trying to have 10 of everything.
The Kona Ice guy said he would hang out for a little bit, but yeah, we got fun. Well, I think the hail's over. It's rain now. You really can't make this up. Crazy. All right, well, we won't forget this for sure. All right. Okay, run, Kelly. Okay, there she goes. We make everything fun. But yeah, now you see why all the hard work is worth it, right? For sure. All right, well, have to update you on that. Couldn't have seen that this was gonna end this way.